actually, I just let it auto-select what specialist I was. But look, specialists are back, Dave, like in Black Ops 3.
Okay, yeah.
They've got a few new ones in the lineup, including this one, which is called Crash.
Okay.
That is who I actually ended up being. A few things that you should know about Black Ops 4 and its gameplay. The first one being, I'm waiting till I get shot, actually, but there is no regenerating health this time, Dave.
Okay, that's very interesting.
Yes,
but
it is interesting.
I'm guessing that you can heal yourself.
Yeah, and actually Crash is a medic as well, which is interesting, or it would have been if I'd actually used the medical ability a bit more, which I didn't. But so I've been damaged now. You can see I've got 5 health down there at the bottom. But if I press L1, I use up a consumable that recharges slowly. Bang. I am back.
And that puts you back up to full health as well, which is interesting.
Here I am. But it changes the rhythm, not happening, you catch your breath and all the bullets pop out of your body in the old Call of Duty with the regenerating health. And this, at least, you know that there's a little bit of a time lapse in terms of, like, you not only have to wait for your health pack to recharge, but then you have to, like, find somewhere a little bit safe for half a second to use it as well.
It's going to be one of those things when the game comes out that's going to catch people off slightly, maybe initially. People will be they'll be running around injured, thinking, "When's my regen going to kick in?"
Yeah.
And then realise, "Oh, it's up to me to do it." So that's going to be interesting.
I think, and it goes along with, I think, Treyarch Call of Duty. We're back underwater. It goes along with the fact that this is still boots on the what am I doing here, by the way? Look at this. Look.
Ouch.
Just walking uphill towards 2 men in a defended position, shooting at me.
It was very interesting to me that you came out of the water there and your vision was distorted by the water. I feel like that's a new thing.
I haven't got out of water enough in old Call of Duties to be able to confirm or deny that.
Right, yeah, I mean, it may not be, but I thought that was quite an interesting thing anyway.
But what is not new but sustained now from last year's World War II is our boots remain on the ground.
Right.
So there is no wall running, no mid-air direction changing, no boosting. It's very much, you can be quick and manoeuvrable and you can slide around corners, but that is the limit of your manoeuvrability. It's keeping much more in line with World War II, but a bit in the future.
Personally, that appeals to me as an older man with old eyes, tired eyes, and in tireder hands. Yeah, I think I'm a fan of congratulations on the round win. I'm a fan of boots on the ground. It just feels better to me.
Feels like no one's tricking me by jumping around in the air.
I don't want to have to think about more dimensions than I'm already thinking about.
I basically play these games in 2 dimensions.
Yeah.
Some people are playing in 3, 3.5. I can't keep up with that.
Yeah, exactly.
So my ability, you can see. Oh wait, also, where does this guy on my team come from? Look at him. Just drops in.
Absolutely no idea.
It's like he's been delivered by, I don't know, by a stork.
We were just saying that there's no, it's boots on the ground. His boots were very much off the ground. That's a good spot.
Get out of the water. I think I saw someone else shooting him in the water already.
I like that.
It was nice.
Heal. Oh, also, interestingly, I'm just thinking about the heal. There's that kind of, when am I going to use it as well? Because it seems like you've got a decent amount of health. Like, you can take a few hits and still be alive.
And I quite like that, because I think the one thing that kind of gets me in old Call of Duty is sometimes, by the time you realise that someone is even looking at you, you're dead. Yeah,
and it looks like now, you might get shot a bit, and then you're going to have to think, like, do I want to pop my health now, or do I want to risk another confrontation, then use it?
Yeah, exactly.
The old risk-reward, Nath.
Yeah, it is the old risk-reward. So, going back to the fact that I am playing as Crash, so you can kind of see everything's lit up at the bottom. My main ability there, if I press L1 and R1 together, would be something called TAC 5, which is like sort of a super heal. I can target, I think, up to 4 people on my team, and I can give them a health boost. It restores health to full, it removes wounds, and it also, I think you can give them a temporary kind of overboost as well.
Max HP boost.
And I can give it through walls. So
that's nice.
Obviously, when you're playing with strangers in a room you've never met before at E3, it's a bit different. You can't really coordinate that. But, it could be, if we're pushing on a particular objective or whatever, I could even be completely behind cover, behind a wall, still boosting their max health.
Or holding a control point or whatever.
Yeah.
Like in a room like you just were, actually. That would have been the perfect time to use it.
The main thing is I could be out of danger.
Yeah.
And the guys would have more health. The guys. Go on, the guys.
Yes, absolutely. And then I know that something they're talking about this year is combining abilities.
1.5, Dave.
That's a nice ratio.
I mean, for me, that's a nice
Congratulations.
ratio. For other people, not so much.
Yeah, as I say, I know that a big thing about Black Ops 4 this year is combining abilities. Sort of coordinating ability use. I mean, you can see how Crash's is going to be perfect for I will lay down this a max HP boost. Now you will use your abilities, and we will be an unstoppable force.
Yeah, and that's how they want you to use all of the specialists. This time I'm playing Firebreak. You can see someone's dropped an assault pack. I think that's Crash as well, but I'm not sure. I'm not really up to.
That's the equipment, right? So equipment's on R1.
Equipment's on R1. Sometimes it's shared. You can kind of drop things that other people can use. Quite often it's just your own stuff. So for this guy that I'm playing now, I believe
Firebreak.
Yeah, he kind of has like a radiation purge where he sort of punches the ground, and it irradiates. It damages the people around me. I never got to use it around anybody because I was just much more comfortable using my gun, but I'm sure there are scenarios where you're kind of waiting for people to rush around a corner or whatever, and you can use it. And the other one I've got is called the Purify, which is just a flamethrower. That's my main ability in the middle. So you have you always have health on L1, you have your equipment on R1, and then once it's charged, you have your main ability there in the middle.
Yeah, and I guess that probably gets a little boost to charge when you kill people.
I'm not even sure.
I'd imagine so. Well, only because otherwise everyone's going to get their abilities at exactly the same time.
Yeah, you're probably right, aren't you? You are probably right.
I'm probably right, but also who knows?
The other
nice melee.
The other what they've done is
heal.
They have brought back the pick 10 system, which gives you if you have never played Black Ops 3. Basically, there is a classes. So the specialists are class based. They all have, as we've just been talking about, they have an ability, they have equipment, and that is fixed. But then within that, there are, this is Call of Duty, so the customization is crazy. There are perks, kill streaks, there's weapons, there's attachments, and that can all be changed. And you basically get 10 allocation points. And so your 10 things are going to be different to other people's combination of 10 things.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of this because you get to, as you'd imagine, spend them as you'd like. So you might want to spend them on loads of attachments for your primary.
I'm purifying things.
Oh yeah.
And look how harsh it is. That guy's a long way away.
He is a long way away.
And he's burnt now.
It seems to come out really slowly, but it's going so far. That's really, really satisfying.
I like
Was anyone else purified?
I don't know.
I'd like for
but
another.
I stayed on the zone rather than rushing to try and purify other people.
Well, that's the way to do it.
So I'm playing the objective. I don't know about the other guys.
It's an objective-based mode, Nate. So
it drives me crazy when people don't play the objective. And look, if you look over, we're getting done. It was 90 to 50 just then. We brought it back a little bit in this round to 97, 67. But bad times in this round.
This round, yeah. But as I was saying, I like the pick 10 system because you can choose where you spend your points. Whether it's on your weapons, whether you want to just
it just makes it clear.
Overload your primary with a bunch of attachments, or whether you
take heed of this score. We're down 27. Let's go.
Look at this
next
weather.
Round. No, you're right, and it reminds me, Dave. Because sometimes, obviously, some people get to know the systems and all the different equipment and what the possibilities are a lot more than other players. And I think it's great. It's like going to a shop and you see someone with loads of nice stuff, and you're like, how has he got all that nice stuff? But then it's like, the pick 10 system is like your mum going, you've both got 50p.
Yeah.
Go and buy whatever you want with 50p.
Spend it as best you can.
And then that everyone has got the same as you. They're just, they found different ways of combining things or whatever.
I'm sure there'll be unlocks and things that so you can't spend your 10 points on some things until they've unlocked. But ultimately, as you say, everyone's got the same things.
It just makes
it how you arrange them.
It makes what is increasingly a very complicated system. This is so they have also Fog of War this year. So they've kind of they've reduced visibility of enemies on the minimap until they're firing. But what you just saw there, I think it's the recon ability. It lights everybody up on the battlefield for just a couple of seconds. You can see people through walls.
So one of the other specialists, that's one of the other specialist abilities that affect the whole team?
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
Right. Everyone can see it. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
I thought I was going to win that one.
It's those kind of 50-50s. They're the saddest ones for me. When you're like, but I definitely won.
Yeah, that guy, he moved left more than I thought.
But you didn't.
And now I'm dead.
I've been
Check
there.
it out. So what were we? We were at 27 down at the beginning. We've got that down to 22.
that's good going.
Oh no, 12. What am I talking about?
Just maths, man. It's only 13 now.
Now it's back up to 13. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, now it's 12. So, I mean, guys,
what's going to happen?
Keep an eye on that for the rest of the round. Yeah, what is going to happen? Who knows? I don't know if you noticed, but my purifier is ready.
I didn't notice, but now there better be more purifier gameplay, or else.
There is, and I was basically waiting until I knew that I could. You don't want to purify a single person. You know, that's not much purification action, is it?
And you've got that situation I was kind of talking about now, Nathan. But you've taken 1 point of damage, one bar of damage.
Right, I see what you're saying. Should I heal?
I'm bad at that kind of thing. I reckon I would probably pop my heal on just on 1, which is maybe silly, but
I've gone purifier. Look,
this is it.
I maybe should have, but it did.
Oh, there's 3.
Yeah,
there's 3, man.
I knew they were grabbing the zone, so I knew that's where they were. So that's 3, and then indeed that is 4, right?
Yeah.
And that was not the play of the round.
Ooh.
Someone who got 3 kills was the play of the round, Dave.
Doesn't make any sense.
Maybe it's because they
used a normal gun?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it now, that might have been it, I don't know.
And you've got a counter UAV ready to go. I see you're not using.
No, I didn't really... Look, I'm not normally good enough at Call of Duty to actually get into kill streaks.
Yeah.
So I'm not really confident about using them.
Well, that's fair enough. It looks like, you might not be able to confirm nor deny this, that it's linked to triangle this year. Looks like maybe you hold down triangle and then your score streak.
I basically got rid of it just so I didn't have to think about it. So I can't remember what button I pressed.
Well, that's fine. I just pointing it out.
So look at this. We're
4
behind.
points now.
I know. I wasn't actually paying that much attention to the score in the game. I was like absorbed, but now it's 2. And look at that! I didn't quite get that guy.
And you're healing. You were right close to death there. Right
extremely close.
Yeah. This is actually getting very exciting. Is it close to 200? It's 90. You've gone into the lead. I'm loving this. And your heel had just popped again. This is great stuff.
So I guess that, like, in terms of timing and rhythm, do you know what I mean? Look, how is that guy not dead?
I don't know. You've got him
I got him in the head. All I could see was his head.
Someone else was shooting him as well. This is it.
The 3 people come around the corner at me.
Oh.
And luckily someone else wins the game for us.
Oh, that was great.
So that was a good finish.
That was really exciting.
Yeah, so that was, and that's the last one we're going to show. Look at the ratio there, almost 2. And I know that people who are actually good at the game always get around that. But thank you. Let's look at Black Ops 4 multiplayer, which is a little bit the same as Black Ops 3, but also a little bit.
Like and share if you enjoy the video and think others might benefit from this, and of course subscribe and hit the notification button if you are new to the channel and want to be notified every time I post a video.